here at AIM. We're going to go ahead and get started here with our webinar in just one moment. I just want to go over a few housekeeping items real quick. So today's webinar is being recorded and it will be posted on our website later this afternoon. I did want to let everyone know because of that you are all automatically muted. However, if you do have any questions, go ahead and write them into the question box and we'll follow up with a phone call after the webinar to let you know the answers and answer any other questions you may have. So with that, Dawn, I will go ahead and hand it over to you to do a brief introduction.
Good morning. Thank you, Courtney. Hey, everyone. This is Don Erickson here at AIM. We are excited to announce we have partnered up with MEDICO just in time for AEP. This is going to be an excellent addition to our lineup we have here at AIM. You know, it's always nice when we actually bring on another company that is one of the best in the market. So I have the pleasure to introduce today with us Kelly Rayburn. Kelly is MEDICO's National Sales Director with MEDICO. Hey, Kelly, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. It's about nice 55 degrees here in Yakima.
Nice. I don't even know if that's really nice. It's 55 degrees here in Indiana. It dropped like 25 degrees overnight, so it's a little cold. Interesting to hear say, grab a cup of coffee. I think if I had a cup of coffee, I'd be up until like 2 a.m. at this point.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me come in. I really do appreciate your time today. And some of you you may find yourself rolling your eyes because we are not super footprinted up in the Northeast, but I want to show you what we have across the entire United States and in your surrounding states in case you do cross over and sell in other states. But we at MEDICO are fairly new to AIM. If you guys are interested in being contracted, all you'll need to do is get a hold of Dawn after this webinar, but we are going to go through this as a 30,000-foot view, and at the end of this, you're actually going to have my personal information so that you're welcome to contact me as well. So MEDICO is not new to the insurance industry. It may be a new name to you, and it may be an unfamiliar name to some of your clients. However, we've been in business since 1930. We have the strength of the partnership. And what I mean by that is we have partnerships across the United States, much like AIM, that helps bring MEDICO to your clients and keeps us strong and stable with our product and our portfolio. As you can see over to the right, we are an AM Best A Excellent rated company. That was an increase in rating as of March of this year, which I was very excited. I was sitting at a boot camp getting ready to do an in-person presentation because those are up until here recently kind of far and few between. And I got that text message that came through. It was very exciting news to be able to share. So you can feel confident when talking about MEDICO because we are a strong and stable company, not only for the agent, but also for the clients. We do pay our claims. We have the strength of our bench, which I call our underwriting teams, our claims teams, our sales team, my team specifically. We like to be out there with you and be able to bring, kind of come alongside you so that you feel comfortable. Also, we value our field partners. We value the input that you all bring to us. You're going to see some product that I'm going to talk about that's new and improved in the market. Starting at the spring of this year, April of 2021, we launched a product, and in August we launched a whole nother product, which we're going to get to. But those products were actually designed and developed from input from the field. So we were asking agents what their clients were wanting, and that's what we designed. So we'll talk about that. We really value your feedback. To me, I believe that feedback is a gift. Our technology is pretty easy to understand. We have a platform called My Enroller, which is your quoting and application tool. The My Enroller also has a I don't want to say an app, but a browser that you can use just to be able to quote our product instead of using the application tool as well. But the ease of My Enroller, I think once you get into it and understand it, it's really super easy to use. It is a software that gets downloaded onto your computer if you are other than a Mac user, an Android or Chromebook user, we do have an online portal for you that just needs to have, if you're going to use that particular portal, you have to have special, super, top secret permission to be able to do that. My enroller is going to move to what we call version 4.0 in the beginning of next year, which is going to go to an all web-based application tool. It's going to look and smell exactly what it looks and smells like right now. It's just going to be a little bit more web-based, user-friendly for you. And we also have a complete product portfolio. We are starting to use the multi-policy discount to cross-sell many of our plans. We're going to talk about that here in a few moments. But we've really designed a lot of our product and refreshed our product to be able to pair with one another. So clients can have a kind of a one-stop shop with MEDICO whenever it comes to any of their Medicare or ancillary needs. So first and foremost, we are getting ready to launch into AEP. We, the MEDICO sales team, we feel your pain right now because the 8 weeks prior to the AEP launch, we are the busiest we are going to be, right? We're bringing the trainings to the agents and to the agent pool so that you have the best information about MEDICO out there. As soon as AEP starts, you guys get to go crazy. The agents are going nuts. They don't sleep. They don't eat. They are just on autopilot, and we get to take a little bit more of that servicing role and be able to help the agent really understand what it is that they're offering. But first and foremost, we're going to talk about the hospital indemnity plan because I believe that this is the first line of defense when it comes to a financial burden that could potentially hit an MA enrollee, right? That Medicare Advantage plan really opens the enrollee up for some financial downfall, possibly due to hospital stays while they're on that plan, because we all know those first 5 days are not covered if they get confined in the hospital or if they get placed under observation. And our hospital indemnity can come alongside of their MA plan and complement it nicely to be able to help cover any of that financial burden. All the states that you see on the screen in blue are where we offer our hospital indemnity plan. It does come with a 7% household discount with a very liberal definition of someone else living in the household over the age of 18 with the policy holder. There's a 7% discount if someone else is in the house as well. Just to be perfectly certain, it cannot be a kitty cat, a puppy dog, a horse, a cockatoo, any of those kind of things. It actually has to be a Homo sapien walking on 2 legs in the household living as well. So the hospital indemnity from MEDICO is a simplified underwriting plan. There is 9 knockout questions, things that are already asked on other applications in the market, such as, are you on oxygen? Have you been hospitalized in the last 12 months? Are you pregnant? Have you received any skilled nursing care or home health care in the last 12 months? Been diagnosed with Parkinson's, ALS, COPD, heart attack, stroke, cancer, all questions that you guys are very familiar with. Those questions are designed to make sure that they are asked appropriately on the field underwriting side so that we can get to a instant decision for you or for your client and make sure that they're going to be covered on their hospital indemnity, because the plan has a 2-year look back, which means that in the first 2 years of a hospital indemnity being in the effective dated period, we will pull a medical record if there is a claim filed. And the claim can be filed for any reason whatsoever. If your client goes to the hospital because of the flu in the first 24 months, and we end up having to pull medical records based around that hospital stay, and we find out that they were diagnosed with congestive heart failure prior to the application ever being taken, we will have to rescind that policy, return the premiums, and claw back those commissions. And no one wants any of that to happen, right? That doesn't leave a good taste in the mouth of the agent. It doesn't leave a good taste in the mouth of the client. And we sure don't want you guys to look unfavorably on MEDICO for that. So we want to make sure that the field underwriting is done appropriately. This product can be sold down to the ages of 40 up to 85. You'll see that there's a little asterisk next to 85 because there is one rider that only allows applications to the age of 80. And we're going to talk about that right now. So there are 5 bullet points to our base plan. You can see those off to the left-hand side. Our base plan covers hospital confinement, which is a benefit period of days 1 with a max option of 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days, 21 days, or 31 days. So a client has the option to be able to choose whether it's going to pair exactly to their Medicare Advantage plan, or if they may want to extend their benefit period, just in case. Our #1 days right now that we see that are being purchased is 8 days. Dollar amounts can range anywhere between $100 a day up to $600 a day in $25 increments, which is really nice, right? We can pair that pretty closely with the MA plan. And the hospital confinement comes with a lifetime restoration on that base benefit if the policyholder stays out of the hospital for 60 continuous days and the premiums are current. So lifetime restoration. So feasibly, they could go to the hospital basically 6 times a year and be able to file a claim against their hospital indemnity. Now, the observation part of the base plan is a little different than some of our carrier competitors in the market. We have no minimum or maximum hours required per stay, up to 6 calendar days per year. So if a client walks into the hospital and is coded under observation, they could be under observation for 2 hours, which would pay 1 full day, or 26 hours, that would pay 2 full days. No minimum or maximum hours required on those 24-hour, the 24-hour time gap. And it does pay based on the dollar amount of the confinement that was chosen. Now, clients don't know whether or not that they are coded under observation or coded under confinement. They just know that they're not spending the night in their own bed, right? There's a lot of beeps and a lot of lights and a lot of whistles and people walking in and out of their rooms and people coming in to check their temperature in places that they don't want their temperature checked, right? They don't know that code. They just know that they're not at home. So it's important for us as the carrier to make sure that they're going to get their claim paid as they were, just as they were in the hospital. Now, the emergency room part of our base benefit states that we'll pay for 4 emergency room visits per year, as long as they're admitted into the hospital within 24 hours of an accident or injury. So this is something that we're trying to refresh on our current plan because I think that we need to add illness to that. But right now, it's only based on accident or injury, and it does have to be confined within 24 hours for that to be paid. Now, our travel and lodging benefit is also something unique to our plan. It states that we'll pay $100 a day for any expenses incurred if the policyholder and 1 legal adult need to travel more than 50 miles from their home to receive care in a hospital or a specialty facility. So we see a lot of claims that are filed against this part of the base plan. If they are rural area residents traveling to their local hospital, which might be more than 50 miles, or if they're going to specialty facilities based around possibly an oncology center, a heart hospital, things that might have to do with a different type of diagnosis. So that is a really unique part of our plan. The inpatient mental health is the last piece that rounds out just the base plan alone, and we saw a larger than average influx of claims around the inpatient mental health in 2020 due to the isolation of seniors due to COVID, right? So they were kind of stripped of their community. They were not being able to visit with their family members. They were told to stay inside, don't go to the grocery store, only go during a certain time. So we saw it really weigh on seniors' mental health. So this part of the base plan, actually, we saw an influx of claims. It pays $175 for 7 calendar days per year if someone needs to receive treatment in an inpatient hospital for a mental health issue or anxiety. Over on the right side of the screen, you'll see our optional riders. Of course, the ambulance rider is the #1 rider that we see attached to the plan. It's very inexpensive. It's about $3 a month, and it does pay $250 for ambulance rides up to $2,500 for a lifetime. We want to make sure those people that are using the ambulance need the actual ride. And one thing that I would like to point out is, you know, if something happened to my father, heaven forbid, knock on wood, right? If something happened to my dad and I had to take him to the hospital, I can't do anything for him when he is in the car with me. All I can do is drive him there. If the ambulance comes to pick up my father, they can start to diagnose or assess or diagnostically test what might be ailing him. They may need to administer oxygen, which I can't do in a car. They may need to put an IV into his arm, which I can't do, period, let alone in the car. They may need to do CPR. Obviously, if I'm driving, I couldn't do that in a car. So there's a lot of things, like an ambulance to me is a mobile hospital to get to the end result, right? To get to the actual sticks and bricks building. So we do see that a lot added to most of the base plans. The outpatient therapy and chiropractic rider is just that. It's for outpatient therapy, which is speech, occupational, or physical therapy. It pays in blocks. So it's per visit of $50 per visit for either 15 or 30 visits. We add 5 days of chiropractic at that same $50 per visit in case someone needs some manipulations of the neck or spine. The skilled nursing facility rider is our fastest growing rider. It does follow the Medicare rule, so someone would need to be in the hospital for 3 days with a doctor recommendation to go to a skilled nursing facility to finish up their treatment. Most Medicare Advantage plans pay for that days 1 through 20. We pay days 1 through 50. Why do we double up with that Medicare Advantage plan? 1, this can be sold down to the age of 40. Keep that in mind. 2, there's a lot of indirect costs that are going on when someone is away from their home. Yards need to be mowed. Spouses or additional residents of the family may need to be cared for, taken care of. Groceries may need to be purchased. I'm sure in Washington you guys get snow like we do here in Indiana, so shoveling of driveways. A lot of times MA enrollees will request to leave skilled nursing before they have finished their treatment after that 20th day because they don't have the money to be able to pay for the remaining days that they're in skilled nursing. So it gives them that extra cash to be able to continue to receive the care until they can get back on their feet and back home. The lump sum cancer rider has a 2-year look back. It pays anywhere between $1,000 up to $10,000 due to a diagnosis of an internal cancer, malignant melanoma. It's great to help cover that MOOP on the Medicare Advantage plan due to a cancer diagnosis. It is the rider that can only be added up to the age of 80. So if you have clients that are 80 and older, or 80 to 85, which the whole hospital indemnity can be applied for during that time frame, we do cap that at the age of 80 for adding the cancer rider. The urgent care, we saw higher than average claims on the urgent care rider in 2020 also. It pays $50 a day for up to 4 visits to an urgent care per year. If you recall, in 2020, the TV was telling people to go get their COVID tests at urgent care centers. And urgent care centers, they were walking out with a paper that said you had visited urgent care, and we were getting that as a filed claim. It was a free test, and we were paying the policyholder $50 for that claim because it was coded as urgent care. The pop-up centers, ironically, also code as urgent care. So those Walgreens, CVS, Walmart pop-up testing centers, their receipt is actually also coded as urgent care. The urgent care rider and the ambulance rider are the only 2 riders that can be added after the policy is in force because they do not require any underwriting. So if you have a client that already owns one of our MEDICO hospital indemnities and you want to maybe upsell those 2 riders, you're welcome to do that with the urgent care and the ambulance. We will collect additional premium at that time. And the last rider is the lump sum confinement rider. It adds a little bit of money onto the first day of confinement based on the base plan. So let's say, for instance, Don has our hospital confinement at $200 a day, and he has the lump sum confinement writer for $500 per occurrence. His first day in the hospital would be $700. So he would get that $700, and then the rest of the confinement would be paid at $200 a day. So it's just an extra bump on that first day. Now, new to the market, we just launched a new Medicare supplement plan into 19 states total, I guess, at this point. We had 8 states that launched on August the 1st, and then we had 4 additional states that launched on September the 1st. I know this is the one slide you guys are going to probably roll your eyes, right? Because the Northeast is not included in it, or Northwest is not included in it, and I apologize for that. We're working on it, so stay tuned for the launching of the 2022 states. But the first 15 states are in the dark blue: Arizona, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Georgia, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And then right behind that, on September 1st, we launched Texas, Missouri, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. We're very excited about this new charter. Reason why is because we have done something that's completely different with our rates than most other carriers. We actually have targeted the urban suburban areas, the higher populated of those 65 and older, so that now those that are living in that area have more than just a Medicare Advantage choice. The zero premium is great. Some of those people, as we have learned from market studies, would like to have a Medicare supplement plan. So we have entered into those markets with that Medicare supplement plan. So if you go out to the CSG quoter and start to run zip codes out there, you're going to notice that we're going to pop up on that first page, probably in the 1, 2, 3 slot in most of the states that we have the new charter, which are those 19 that I had rattled off. A couple of the really nice things about our new Medicare supplement is we actually have 3 rate classes. We have a preferred rate class for those that are a little bit healthier, eat well, don't have any underlying health conditions, things like that, might be able to underwrite into a really nice low rate. We have a standard 1 for the little bit fluffier, more maybe like to sit around, watch a little bit too much ESPN on the weekends, might have the occasional cocktail a little too much, you know, one of those. And then we have our standard 2, which are your smokers. That includes e-cigarettes, cigars, and pipes. If you have questions about our underwriting on each one of our rate classes, please feel free to go out to the MEDICO Information Center, or you can get a hold of Courtney or Dawn and they can get you a copy of our underwriting guidelines. With the new Medicare supplement, we actually increased our commissions with the new charter. So we're paying very generously on all of our commissions, and the incentive going forward for the AEP is really great, which we're going to get to here in a minute. All of our applications across all of our product line are all electronic. We do not accept paper applications any longer. The only application that you will be able to submit via paper is for POA, and all supporting documentation has to come along with that. But if you are going to submit a paper application that is a POA or guardianship application, you will have to get that from our servicing team, because the online sales kit has an application specifically for reference. It has the word sample watermarked across the signature line, so there is no misunderstanding about if it can be submitted or not. We updated all of our consumer marketing materials. If you're currently appointed with us, you've probably seen these on your MEDICO Information Center. Oh my goodness. We partnered with Thomas Arts to be able to do our new campaign for the Medicare supplement, and they are fabulous. We have great client brochures, highlight sheets, client videos that you can share. There's just all sorts of wonderful materials that they put together. Our rates are extremely competitive. As I mentioned, this is a more Metra, we call it a Metra play on our rates. Definitely go out and check your quoter to see what's available in some of the states that you may be selling in now in those first 19. And then we're also offering a bundle and save discount with our dental plan. We're going to get into that plan here shortly. That bundle and save discount comes off of the premium of the gold or platinum plan, based on the cross-sell of the Medicare supplement and the gold platinum together. It is a 5% discount. Now on to the gold and platinum plans. And some of you are gonna go, Kelly, you're killing me with these maps that don't have anything in the Northwest. And I do apologize. We are getting ready to launch more product. I just can't do it prior to AEP because, you know, that's really knocking on our back door right now. I think it's sitting there waiting to just flood us this year. It's gonna be a whole different year. But our gold and platinum plans were launched in 16 states. And as you can see, most of those states actually overlapped with our Medicare supplement states. The states that you see in blue still have our dental, vision, and hearing platform. So those in the Northwest do have those plans still available, but our gold and platinum, whenever they launched in the states that you see in gold, the DVH product plans actually sunset at the same time. So let's run through the gold and platinum plans. And then if you have questions about the dental, vision, and hearing, I can get that information over to Courtney and Dawn. So first of all, there's two plan options, the gold and the platinum. And within both of these plans, there are two different benefit amounts based on a calendar year. All the rates are very affordable. With the new plans, we, excuse me, I stabilized the premium. So no longer are they differentiated by gender, age, zip code. They're actually stable. So between the ages of 18 and 89, all of our plans, including the DVH product plans, can be applied for. Of course, it's guaranteed issue. But the gold and platinum have affordable rates between $36 up to $49 a month. The dental, vision, and hearing plans are very similar. There's just a difference in the wait periods. All of the dental, vision, and hearing plans do have a wait period, and the gold and platinum plans have first day coverage. On the gold and platinum plans, there are two ways to get the discount. One, I already mentioned with the multi-policy discount around the Medicare supplement of 5%. The gold and platinum plans also include a spousal discount of 12%. So my husband, John, and I have a Platinum 1000 with carryover rider. We'll get to the riders in just a second. John has $1,000 of calendar year benefit. I, Kelly, have $1,000 of calendar year benefit. And together, when I pay that premium, we have a 12% discount on that combined premium. So it's a base rate premium based on those two plans together. The two riders that we offer with the gold and platinum dental plans are the buy-up rider, which adds $1,000 of calendar year benefit to any of the base calendar year benefits. So the gold 1,000 would now go to a gold 2,000, the platinum 1,500 would then go to a platinum 2,500, and so on. So it adds that extra benefit right out of the gate. Now the carryover rider is something really kind of cool. This was, Kelly didn't have any sleep one night and was like trying to figure out how this could be a differentiator in the market. And I went back to my old days of major medical and allowed the benefit to roll over for each year. Mind blowing, right? So basically what can happen is any unused benefit for the calendar year can roll over to the following year. So I have $700 of unused benefit for my 2021 plan year at this point. I've gone to the dentist twice. I've had my teeth cleaned twice with my new plan. I have $700 to be able to roll over. So my 2022 plan year is my Platinum 1000 plus my carryover of 700. So now I have $1,700 of benefit. There is a cap of $3,000 for a calendar year before that rollover will stop. But why is this really important to the seniors? Well, you know what, when they definitely need dental first and foremost, right? You're even seeing that embedded in some of the MA plans. They definitely need dental coverage. They need to keep their mouths healthy. Two, they're not planning for major services or a dental emergency down the road. They're not planning for that. So $1,000 or $1,500 really won't cut it for that dental emergency or the implant or the crown that they are likely going to need in the future. But if they have that rollover benefit, then they can feel confident that that claim is going to be paid at a higher dollar amount. It's kind of cool. So this is what the gold and platinum plans look like. As I mentioned, there's a gold 1,000 and 1,500. There's a platinum 1,000 and 1,500. All first day coverage on our gold and platinum plans. $0 deductible for the preventative services. And we pay at 100% for the preventative, which means the day that I took out my plan, which was April the 2nd, by the end of April, I had already visited my dentist for my cleaning. Okay, so I was able to use my plan immediately. Now, the difference between the gold and the platinum, as you will see, is in the basic services. Basic services on the gold plan are covered at 50%. The basic services on the platinum plans are covered at 80%. Again, no wait period on those basic services, but there is a $50 calendar year deductible. On the major services, right out of the gate, we give 20% coverage of major services. That's your crowns, your implants, your periodontal, your surgicals, things like that. After the policyholder holds the plan for 12 months, we will increase that major service payment of up to 50%. So it starts out at 20% right out of the gate, 50% then on. There is no credible coverage credit to get through that wait period. They're just gonna have to wait, right? Patience is a virtue, that's what we're told. We do have a non-coordination of our plans, which means that if they have other plans in the market, whether it's a MEDICO plan or a Cigna plan or an Aetna plan, they can also have the gold or platinum plan or our dental vision and hearing product plan, and be able to file claims against both of those. We pay the claim the exact same way. The last plan that I would like to talk with you about today is our first diagnosis cancer plan. And as you can see here from the map, we are available up there in the Northwest. I'm gonna take a drink, hold on just a second. Now, don't let this derail you any, because first diagnosis doesn't mean first diagnosis ever. First diagnosis means first diagnosis within the effective time of the policy. Our first diagnosis standalone plan has 4 different lump sum payouts. They go between $10,000 to $25,000, and it is going to pay based on a claim of the diagnosis of an internal cancer or malignant melanoma. Okay, there is a couples discount to this plan, which means if 2 people in the household apply, issue, and accept that issuance for our first diagnosis cancer plan, they will both receive a 10% discount on their premium. This is a super easy plan to sell. It's not a guaranteed issue, but there's only 3 application questions, and they're super simple to understand. This, if you don't sell an ancillary product, start with this, because, well, I'll tell you why. I'll give you the because in a minute. Those 3 questions are: have you been diagnosed in the last 10 years with an internal cancer or malignant melanoma? The second question is, in the last 2 years, have you been advised to have a test for malignancy or an internal cancer? The third question is, in the last 10 years, have you been diagnosed or treated for HIV, AIDS, or an AIDS-related complex? There's no reoccurrence, so once a claim is filed and paid, the plan then falls off, okay? There is an inflation rider protection that is 5% simple inflation on the face value of the plan, which means if a policyholder has a $10,000 lump sum with the inflation rider, every year we're going to increase that face by $500 payout. And the issue ages are between 18 and 79. Now, I'm here to shame you just a little bit. Shame on you. Because if you're not talking to your clients about cancer every time you talk to them, shame on you. That's my shame today. And the reason why is cancer is the C word before COVID was. It affects 1 out of 2 men and 1 out of 3 women every single year, and it does not have to be terminal. It is a cancer. Cancer is cancer. It's affecting everyone. It's affecting your friends. It's affecting your family. It's affecting your foes. It is affecting everyone in some form or fashion. And the more medical advances we make, the more people are going to be diagnosed and live with cancer. But what is important to understand is a cancer diagnosis can financially ruin a family, okay? I watched it happen next door when my next door neighbor's 33-year-old daughter died a year after her cancer diagnosis with a 15-month-old new baby. Left that family with over $200,000 of debt due to the chemotherapy treatments that she was receiving just to stay alive for a year so that she could see her daughter somewhat grow up, right? It's coming. Wow. It is not discriminatory toward age. It does not care about socioeconomic background. It doesn't care if you are black, white, or brown. It doesn't care anything at all. It's coming for us. So please, every time you are talking to a client or your agents are talking to clients, just recommend a cancer plan, please. All right, I'm off my soapbox. So let's talk about something fun, right? So I told you that our MedSup increased the commissions, and we are offering an incentive to me that's kind of mind-blowing. We've offered incentives in the past that seem to be really good, and I paid out a lot of money, but this one just got like, it's really good and then on steroids, right? So you can earn unlimited incentive on our Medicare supplement plans and our Gold and Platinum plans right now. Now, I know for some of you that do not sell out of the states that don't have the Gold or Platinum or the MedSup, I understand that that might be a little bit more difficult at this time. But if you have clients that cross over state lines, please, by all means, give them a call, because there's unlimited offerings that are out there. So this is only on our new Medicare supplement plans, and we are paying $150 for any underwritten Medicare supplement application from MEDICO, or $75 on any OE or GI. That is in force right now, has been since August the 1st. Starting October the 1st, we're going to add the $25 kicker for any combo applications that include our Gold and Platinum plans. You only need to write 3 of these between August the 1st and December the 31st to even qualify. Then you're in the money, right? You're always in the money at that point. It's not 3 per month, it's 3 period. So for any underwritten Medicare supplement application, which also includes a Gold or Platinum plan combo app, we're going to give you $175. For any MedSup OEGI that has a combo application with the Gold or Platinum plan, that's $100. You can see the flyer over to the right-hand side. Dawn and Courtney actually have access to that flyer. They can send that to you. It's on the MEDICO Information Center for those of you that may be appointed with MEDICO at this point. But think about this. This is mind-blowing right now. This is me in my own pocketbook. Gosh, I wish I was appointed. If I sold, let's say you sold 100 underwritten MEDICO MedSup combo applications in AEP, 100. That's $17,500 in incentive money. Just incentive, not commission, just incentive. To me, hey, you know what? That's part of a car. That's a house, house payment. That's a trip. That's whatever you want it to be, right? That's a Gucci bag, whatever. It's money in the bank is what that is. So think about who you can target for our MEDICO MedSup. Go out and take a look at the rates in their area and see if it makes sense for you to sell them a MEDICO plan. Now, I told you I was going to give you my information. Dawn's like, oh my gosh, she really did it. That is my cell number. So if you would need to get a hold of me, you can even text me right now. Well, actually you can't. I'm on airplane mode. But if you texted me right now, I would actually respond back to you. 317-698-0149. You are welcome to text me, call me, email me. That's my email right below my phone number. The best way to get in touch with me first is via text, because if I'm in a meeting such as this, or at a convention, or taking a nap, since you guys are on a completely different time zone than I am, please text me and I can answer that faster and easier than I will get to my voicemail or my email. And I want to make sure that I get a response back to you as quickly as possible. So again, my name is Kelly Rayburn. I'm the National Sales Director for MEDICO. I'm your go-to for most things, and if not, I'm the go-to that can kind of block it and tackle it on the other side for you. I'm happy to help however I can.
Well, Kelly, that was a great webinar. Great products, rates, bonuses. I mean, like you said, the bonuses, that's so easy to make. I mean, you sell a little bit of this and you're making money. It's just all extra. MEDICO is an excellent company. We're glad to have them with you. And, we appreciate your time very much with us today.
Absolutely. You let me know if there's anything else I can do. If you guys have any questions, I can stick around for a few minutes and answer anything that pops in.
No, actually, Courtney was letting me know, and the questions she had already answered while we were on them. So we will be reaching out to all the agents that were on the webinar today to go over any questions and get everybody appointed and getting rocking and rolling with this being new. Getting appointed is the first thing you got to do so we can actually get you going with the products.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. Enjoy your morning. I'm going to enjoy my afternoon. I will talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kelly. Have a good one. All right.
Bye.